Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy? Sports and Fitness Rants. I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, man. Got another great video for you guys today, as usual, man. You guys know the deal on this channel. So about setting the record straight, stopping the lies, stopping the narratives, stopping them from rewriting history, guys. And in this video, I want to talk about Victor Wembanyama, man, and how impressed I am with Victor Wembanyama, and how, I don't want to get too crazy and be over-celebrative and really, like I said, just keep doing a bunch of videos to congratulate and celebrate this dude. But it's a pleasant surprise what I'm seeing from Victor Wembanyama this season. Because remember, I told you guys, he was losing me last year with the three-point chucking, right? And I want to highlight some of the things that I've seen from him this season. And like I said, just do a video to just congratulate him and say, thank you, Victor Wembanyama, all right, for not being a three-point chucker so far this season, and for playing the game that we want to see you play, the game that's going to have an impact, the game that's going to make you an all-time great. That's what I'm seeing from him. So shout out to him and the success that the San Antonio Spurs have had so far this season. Their first 5-0 start in team history, that blew my mind. I know a lot of you guys are probably blown away too, because the Spurs have had some really great teams in their franchise history, and it's their first 5-0 start. Interesting to me. So once again, let's talk about this video. And I want to thank you guys, everyone across the world, everyone across the states that's been supporting my channel, guys. I am truly, truly humbled, guys. Like I said, by all the support, man, it really means a lot. Much respect, man. Thank you very much. It's so humbling, man. Like I said, thank you, guys. Coming through the live streams, the emails, the messages. You guys come through on Instagram. Everybody in the membership. Thank you very much, guys. Like I said, man, you guys say such nice things to me. I said, it really is humbling, man. Thank you. And you guys know what to do. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So, yes, guys, like I said, man, I want to celebrate Victor Wembanyama in this video. Now, I know sometimes on my channel, it might come across to me, to you guys, that I don't like any of these players, right? I don't like this era of NBA. I'm not a fan of any of these guys. You know, I know a lot of people might think, oh, you're always complaining about stuff. You're just tearing this guy down. Hey, Robin, man, I like this guy, and you're really hard on him. I get all that stuff, guys. But really what's going on is we're holding a standard here. That's all it is. It's not about me just hating all these guys just to hate on them. Because as they try to make it seem like some of these weirdos out here, they're like, oh, you're just a hater. You're just hating. You don't like anybody. No, it's not about that. It's not about liking or not liking, guys. It's about the respect factor. It's about what we're talking about as far as pushing the game forward and not bringing the game back. The All-Star game is destroyed, right? The style of play is weird with all the three-point. We've talked about this. So we're true basketball fans, and we're upset about the way the direction the NBA is going. That's all it is. It's not about me making videos that tear down all the good players and being, oh, man, who do you like? You don't like anybody, Robin. No, it's not about that. I do like some of these guys. I've told you guys also, I try to get behind these guys, and then they do something stupid, or they say weird stuff. And then you're like, come on, man, they wear weird outfits. They dress weird. They act weird. You're like, man, I like the guy's game, but I can't get behind you as a fan like that because the way you speak, the way you dress, the way these guys act on the court, they're flopping around. So, yeah, your game might be nice, but you're a flopper and a crier, like a Luka Doncic. So it's hard to get behind some dudes. Look at SGA. A lot of you guys are clowning SGA. A lot of people call SGA a free throw merchant because of the way he plays the game. I told you, I can't get behind him. Look at the weird outfits. The dude's wearing sports bras. I can't get behind you, man. It's tough. We try to get behind Zion Williamson. We like his game. We like his athleticism. But, dude, you're never there. You're frail. You're a punk. You're soft. I can't get behind you. Look at John Morant now. I mean, these guys are a bunch of clowns. So we have Victor Wembanyama now. And I told you, this guy could be a savior for us. He can be the guy to take the game, and push the game forward, hopefully, right? Uplift the game. And I told you guys, my only problem with him last year was that he was becoming like what we keep seeing. Anthony Edwards chucking up 10 threes a game. Victor Wembanyama last season, 8.8 3-point attempts per game, guys. That's insane for a 7'4" guy to be shooting 8.8 3-point attempts per game. Now, in the video I've done in the past, I've highlighted this, and I told you the San Antonio Spurs record when he took more than 7 or more threes, was terrible last year. Terrible. Terrible, guys. And remember, what they win? 32 games last season? He went down with the injury after, I think, the 48 games or 50 games. They won 32 games, which is an improvement from the 20 games they won his rookie season. But they were modern mediocrity, guys. They were trashed. I believe they won, 20 games two times in a row? It was like, I'm trying to remember. trying to remember what they won. It was like 20 games. They won his rookie year, I think, in the year before. Like, it was like back-to-back 20-win seasons for the Spurs, which is unheard of. You never saw the Spurs this bad, but they were in a whole new realm here. So we talked about that last year. Now, it wasn't just the three-point shooting that was impacting the wins, the correlation was between the wins and the three-point shooting. I also told you what, the reason why it was impacting the wins and the performance of the San Antonio Spurs is because it was taken away from Victor Wembanyama's overall game. You can't rebound as effectively when you're standing that far on the three-point line, can you? No. So as you've seen, his rebounds are up this season so far, right? That's number one. Number two, that I talked about before, how are you going to get to the line? You're not drawing fouls in contact when you're standing out there in the three-point line chugging threes. You're actually helping the defense out. You're giving the defense a break, right? That's what you're doing. You're helping the defense against you when you're doing that. So what was the direct correlation here? Not only the wins and losses, but the free throw attempts. He averaged 8.8 three-point attempts last season, guys, compared to, 4.1 free throw attempts. So you basically doubled up your three-point attempts versus your free throw attempts. Why is that? Because you're not getting fouled. You're not drawing fouls. You're on the damn three-point line the whole damn time. You're not going to draw fouls out there as easily. You're not going to maximize your size, your length, the ability you have, the genetics, the things that he was blessed with. You're not maximizing that sitting on the three-point line. People be like, oh, look at a guy 7'4". They couldn't shoot like that in the 90s. No, he can't shoot like that. They shouldn't be shooting like that. But they celebrate these guys for pulling up from 7 feet tall. I'm not impressed with that. That's not helping the game. That's not winning basketball. That's why his team wasn't winning. So like I said, the correlation was you're taking less free throws. You're not helping your team. You're not putting the pressure on the defense. You're not drawing fouls against the defense, right? And your field goal percentage suffered. He shot 47% from the field last season. As a guy 7'4", guys, 47%? That's horrendous. That's horrendous in this soft era of NBA for you to shoot 47%. But why was you shooting 47%? Because half your shots are threes. That's why. Now, I want you guys to think about the numbers he put up this year. And this is part of the reason why they have a 5-0 start. The first 5-0 start in franchise history, which blew my mind. I'm like, you're telling me the Spurs with Tim Duncan never started 5-0? The Spurs with David Robinson never started 5-0? Nope, never did. So I looked at this. This season, Victor Wembanyama, this is why he's dominating right now. This is why he's destroying the NBA, and I'm all for it. I'm with Victor Wembanyama right now. I'm all behind him. Let's roll, Victor Wembanyama. Let's do it, man. I'm rooting for you. So this is where he's at right now, this season as opposed to last year. 3.2 three-point attempts a game, guys. That's excellent. That's absolutely excellent, man. Outstanding. 3.2 three-point attempts per game. I told you, he should be in that 3 to 5 range. No more than 5 threes a game for Victor Wembanyama, man. 5 threes a game is outstanding. 3.2 for the season, amazing. But this is even more amazing, guys. How many free throw attempts per game is he getting now? You see the correlation here? 9.6. 3 times the amount of threes. 3 times the amount. 9 free throw attempts compared to 3 three-point attempts. Compared to last year, 4 free throw attempts compared to 8 three-point attempts, guys. So let's go to what the direct correlation in the field goal percentage comes out to be. You know what field goal percentage he's shooting this year, guys? 56% from the field. Excellent for Victor Wembanyama. Because he's not just dunks and layups. He's mid-range jumpers now. He's runners in the lane, putbacks, all of this stuff. Occasionally stepping out on the three-point line. 56% from the field as opposed to 47 last year. So you're almost 10 field goal percentage points up from last year. Only 5 games into the season. We understand it's early sample of the season. But I'm amazed right now. And like I said, this is sensational that he worked with Hakeem Olajuwon, studied the moves, is actually applying this stuff in the games. LeBron James posted video working out with Hakeem Olajuwon all these years ago, but we don't see it show up on the court. It don't show up on the court. You didn't apply this stuff, right? People go and work and train with Kobe Bryant, and then they come out and apply the stuff that they learned, right? The Kyrie Irvings, the Kawhi Leonards, Jason Tatum. You can see they applied this stuff. You've seen it. What you see in Victor Wembanyama, man, this man applied this stuff, and it's working, and it's having an impact. Both sides of the ball, he's doing this thing. Blocking shots, rebounding, running the floor, right? Getting involved, playmaking. First 5-0 start in the history of the game. I had to talk about it. I thought it was amazing because, like I said, the San Antonio Spurs have a very deep tradition and history of excellent teams. Excellent teams. As a matter of fact, the San Antonio Spurs, in their history, remember, they started off as the Dallas Chaparrals in the ABA, right? They were the Dallas Chaparrals. Then they were like the Texas Chaparrals, I think. Then they were the San Antonio Spurs in the ABA, and then they came over in the merger, right? Iceman Gervin, right? So in their history, they've had 7 times that they've had 60 or more wins. 7 different teams in their history have had 60 or more wins. All right? Excuse me, guys. So that's pretty impressive. Their first 60-win season came in 2003, right, when they won a championship in 03. That was their first 60-win season. The last time they won 60 games, guys, almost 10 years ago, 2017. That was the last team that won 60 games. Remember, that was a San Antonio Spurs team with Kawhi Leonard, LaMarcus Aldridge. I'm trying to remember. I think Ginobili might have still been on that team. I can't remember. Or if Tony Parker was on the team. I can't remember. Remember, they were the team that told you was blowing out the 2017 Warriors by 20 plus in the third quarter of that first game in the West Coast Finals. They were blowing that team out. The Warriors, everyone tells me, is unbeatable. They were getting blown out by San Antonio Spurs in 2017. Kawhi Leonard got hurt, Zaza Pachulia, and the rest is history. But that was the last time they won 60 games in the season, guys, all right? And they've been pretty bad over the last several years. We get that. That's why they got a Victor Wembanyama in the draft, because they've been pretty bad. So in 2023, they won 22 games. 2024, Victor Wembanyama's rookie year last year. Excuse me, not last year, the year before, his rookie season, they won 22 games, 2 years in a row. And then last year, I believe they won 32 games. Remember, he went out, like I said, on half the season, he went down. But to me, in 1995, no, wait, that wasn't their first 60-win season. It wasn't in 2003. Their first 60-win season, I want to say, was 1995 with David Robinson. That was their first 60-win season, guys. Remember that 1995 season. That's why we were impressed with what Hakeem Olajuwon did against David Robinson in the West Coast Finals that year. David Robinson was sensational. He was the MVP of the league in 95. And Hakeem Olajuwon destroyed him in the West Coast Finals, guys. Destroyed him. And the Spurs were a good team, man. I mean, they were a good team. You had Rodman on that team, right? You had Sean Elliott on that team. You had David Robinson. They were a good team, man. Very good team. That was their first 60-win season, guys. 62 wins in 1995. So when you talk about their first 5-0 start being led by Victor Wembanyama, it's amazing. And like I said, what he's doing on the basketball court, not chugging up all these threes, playing his overall game, dominating the glass, blocking shots down low, being that rim protector, right? Just like an intimidator. You have to think about him down there. That's what the great shot blockers do. It's not them just getting blocks. It's them making you think about them blocking your shot when you go in there, right? They can't intimidate you with physicality anymore. So he has to intimidate you with his presence, with his aggression, as far as going to block shots. See, that's the thing. A lot of the guys back in the day, it wasn't about them just blocking your shot or them being there. It was about their aggression towards it. They were aggressive. Larry Nance, Alonzo Mourning, Dikembe Mutombo, David Robinson, Hakeem Olajuwon, Patrick Ewing. These guys are going to really try to block your shot. They're aggressive. They're tenacious. That's what I'm seeing from Victor Wembanyama. So shout out to him. Shout out to the San Antonio Spurs fans, the Victor Wembanyama fans. This is what we're talking about. This is what we want to see. This is the kind of basketball that these guys should be playing. Everyone don't got to take 10 threes a game, 9 threes a game, and take away from your overall game. This man's getting to the line. He's getting to the hole. He's putting teams in foul trouble. He's putting pressure on the defenses. I mean, the dude's making it rain out there. Once again, playing an overall game. That's what we want to see. So shout out to Victor Wembanyama, the San Antonio Spurs. His turnovers are down this season from 3 last year to 1.8 this season. Just playing a better overall game, man. Because like I say, he's playing within his game. He's not stepping out, doing weird stuff, which is impacting other areas of the game, which is impacting the team. They're winning games. They look like a formidable team, even though only 5 games in. Their first 5-0 start. So shout out to Victor Wembanyama for what he's doing out there, man. I'm impressed. You guys know the deal, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one.